Hey guys, it's Chris for Trode Infinity, and it has been forever since I have made a video. So, recently I remember that I did say that I would play with the most voted Civ, which was Gandhi. So, I've been thinking about it, and I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. I suck with Gandhi. I cannot play with Gandhi at all. But I've been playing with him just a little bit, trying to see if I can kind of understand the ways of playing with Gandhi. And from my knowledge, I mean, it's gonna be a hard one, but his beginning overall special effect, the Indians begin the game with access to all resources, is very good. It's like really good. I've noticed that I might be wrong, but I believe this is how it works. He does have access to every single resource in the game, which I'll explain that a little bit better throughout the playthrough, but he doesn't have full access. I should say, like, if let's say Wells gives you 4 food, right? Well, Gandhi, right off the beginning of the game, without having navigation, can get 2 food from Wells. He doesn't get a full 4 until he gets navigation, so he gets half of all the resources in the game. He doesn't get the full amount until he gets the full research. So that's what I think, that the way it works. I might be wrong, but it seemed like that since I've been playing with him. From the ancient period, he does have cities are not affected by anarchy, which is really good. It's really good. If you guys don't really know what that means, I'm gonna, since this is like a kind of a guide, I'm gonna explain every single thing that I could possibly think of. Well, anarchy is basically when you switch your governments from like something like despotism to feudalism or something like that. And in between those two turns, well, the one turn of switching, your city halts all production of everything. Like you can't get science, you can't get gold, and you can't get, like your production stops for anything that you're trying to build. So with Gandhi, he doesn't have that problem. He can switch off between governments a lot. So if you get the I don't know what the artifact is called. I'm gonna have to look at it in the game, but the it's like a temple that gives you all governments. With Gandhi, that is amazing. That's the best start you could ever get with Gandhi so far that I found, because you can switch off, back to back. You can go to democracy if you're trying to get science or gold. You can switch off to I think it's communism. I think it's communism that gives you 50% more production, and you can just like keep switching off back to back like through things and not losing your turn of production. So that's good. Now for medieval, I don't think I use religion that much for medieval, so I don't think I use it at all. I can see what it does. I don't really remember what it does. I just don't, I don't think that's one of my play styles. But like I said, we're gonna learn this. We're gonna learn Gandhi, so we're gonna learn him together as we play through. Industrial settlers that have costs. If you're somebody that likes to put out settlers in the industrial area, then this is good for you, because what it means is if you want to instant build settlers, like how it usually says it costs 100 gold to build something. Let's say if it said 100 gold to build a settler, well, with this it would cost 50 gold. It just halves it off. So I believe that's right. Or it could do the complete opposite, and if it takes 20 to build settlers, then it takes 10. I don't really know, so we'll figure that out together. It's either one in the two. Some people probably already know, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't play with Gandhi like that. And same thing for courthouses. Really, I don't see the last two being that effective, because courthouses, I always have courthouses built pretty early in the game. So by modern time, courthouses are really not a thing of concern. But I don't know, somebody could use that to their advantage or whatever. But that's what I said. Like, Gandhi's not really one of my go-to civs, but just for the sake of the votes, I will play with Gandhi and try to explain a good way of playing with Gandhi. Gandhi, the most peaceful person that apparently is not peaceful in this game. It's like, really, he's not peaceful. I don't understand that. Like, on the game, he's not peaceful. He's like the most warlike person ever. But I really don't see any trees, and I'm kind of scared to move, but I'm going to move. Okay, so it wasn't a bad thing to move. I couldn't move on this hill, and this is where it's a bit complicated on like the next move to make. So I could move here on this hill right here and have this granary spot, that granary spot, and I believe this is a granary spot too. I think it is, plus this potential trading post, but that would be more so for a second city. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I honestly don't think that's a good idea. So I'm gonna move over just a little bit more, and this may not be to my favor. Ah, shucks. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Here's what we'll do. We'll just have to do it this way. This is the best way I can think about it. Because I need at least 2 trees. I do want to get this, you know, die. Like I said, he has access to the partial amount of the resource. So he doesn't have a full 5 because I believe Monarchy is supposed to give you a full 5. Instead, he has 3. And this, I don't really have much for population. Like, you want to look at that when you're making your first city, like when you're trying to get your population up. My city is not going to go up much of population. It's going to have to rely on instant builds and whatnot to get a granary. But for the time being, I believe, oh, this is trees. Okay, so I don't know. We'll work with it. We'll figure out what to do. It's a good start, a decent start, not a good start. Sometimes you have bad starts. Like, don't think you're always going to get a good start. It never happens. Sometimes you have your bad starts, which this is one of them. I don't know if I ever said this in the ultimate start guide, but you want to build enough warriors to cover ground. Like, that's the best way to survive in deity. I mean, what I mean by that is, like, cover ground meaning you need to know where everything is, all access points to your city, and, you know, from the water or whatever, and on the land. But you want to build warriors, like, let's say it looks like there's only one direction going up here and one direction going down here, and that's it. So that means I should build at least 2 warriors, because you don't want to be skipping turns. Like, I've seen that with a lot of people I play with. They skip the turns really fast. So I usually ask them, I'm like, what are you doing? And, you know, they're like sitting there. It's like, hey, I'm just trying to wait, you know, wait some turns and get some stuff. But that's the worst way to play. You want to have something to do every single turn. If you don't have something to do every single turn, or at least every other turn, then you need to, like, up your playing style and try to figure out more things to do. Which, if it means building more warriors, go for it. So they just made them better, and that was kind of lame, but that is freaking awesome. Look what I found. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what the name of it is, but this thing gives you all government accesses. You know, access. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Honestly, I'm probably saying it wrong, but over. But it's very beneficial. So, like I said, if you feel like you don't have much to do, I would say build a boat. In times of crisis, crisis or whatever of a crisis, you want to build a boat. Or even if you don't have a crisis, just build a boat, because it's good to explore the water at the same time exploring, you know, the land. And I'm going to go ahead and do this because I should have did this when I was getting the artifact to try to get a free tech when you break down a barb camp or a village. If you have a tech on research, even if it's not researching, you know, you get it for free. I'm sorry if I repeat things. I don't know if y'all get annoyed with that, but I try to make sure everything is covered, you know, because I know a lot of people don't go to the older videos, but my older videos don't actually explain a lot of things, really. They don't explain a lot of things. So I try to be more, you know, I try to explain things better than what I used to. But anyway, I don't know why he got to attack 2 times in a row, honestly. I don't understand that. I don't know how I attacked 2 times in a row. That was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. So I'm gonna have him finish this off, and hopefully we get something good, because it's 3 flags. Usually 3 flags gives you something good. Hopefully they just give us a boat. We can save our production that we saved up and use it for something different. Hopefully infiltration, I'm not infiltration, but blitz or march, which they gave us blitz. There we go. So they gave us a free tech. That's wonderful, and they told us where that thing is. Well, we already know where that is. So lightning warrior. I don't know why I'm being able to move 2 turns. I don't know why. That's kind of confused on that. Unless that was just part of blitz, but I guess that was just part of blitz. I don't know. Let's see if it happens again. Nope, it's just 1 turn. Okay, so it was just blitz. All right. I was gonna say this is one glitched out warrior. I don't know why I got to attack twice though. Well, I'm just not paying attention that bad. But so anyway, like I said, every turn you want to be trying to do something. It don't matter what you're doing. Just try to do something. You know. And we're gonna go ahead and war him. Like I said, it's a win-win situation. They might give you something, they may not give you something. Either way, they'll give you peace. So he doesn't want to give us anything because we only have 2 troops. I think you need like 3 to 4 troops out when they have no troops, and then they'll do it. But he's like, screw you, bro. So anyway, we're gonna try to name some some rivers. Maybe one of these 3 spots might be a naming river spot or whatever. We're gonna keep building our boat. They're tearing us up. The thing that usually happens with Gandhi that I do like is his lucky wins. He gets lucky wins a lot. Sometimes he doesn't, but he gets the ones that you never expect, and it's kind of funny sometimes. All right, yeah, we got a river, cool. But it's kind of funny. Like you'll see him attack with like maybe a 6 to 12, and he'll win. You know, or you might see him attack with a like a 10 to a 30 and win, but then lose a like if he had a 30 attack to a 20 defensive, you'll see him lose that attack rate. I don't understand Gandhi sometimes. I don't understand this Civ, but it's still fun playing with this Civ. That's one thing I've noticed. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave our warrior to block him in. This is what I mean by you want to be observant of your surroundings, and also you want to take control of your area, because if I block him in, he can't do anything, you know. So it's like basically I'm taking control of the game, you know. And I like how we're getting food from here. I didn't know that was a whatever that thing's supposed to be called. I honestly don't even know what it's supposed to be called, but I love that we have that. It's kind of nice. We're gonna build a warrior, because if we find a barb camp on this exploration, you know, you might as well get that advantage. Right now we don't got much. I want to be able to get us up in population, which should take 5 turns. But I do need some science. Well, not at the moment. So I'll just, for now, I won't go for science. It's gonna be kind of a hard start for me, because I don't have what I usually like to have, which I usually switch off from production to population. That's usually my go-to type of start. So it'll be a little different not having that, but improvising. That's what this game is all about, improvising. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see. Trying to see, because like I said, Gandhi's advantage is his access to all resources. So he has access to all these different resources around the whole map. All these, like you see, like the whatever game is, I don't really know what that is. It gives you food apparently. I've never really used it, but there's a fish over here that he has access to. He has access to the silk, the dye, more game. You can use it all basically. So it's a good thing for me. It's a good thing for sure. But what I'm doing is I don't want to go off production because I'm trying to get my population up. So I'm just storing up all the stuff in a Stonehenge. Like if you store production, you can like it actually saves up. So every time it's going up for Stonehenge, every turn or whatever, it's saving all that production being used. So if I switch off to anything else, that production's still there. And it'll just like convert over to whatever else I'm trying to get. So good idea to do that, but apparently don't give me a spy. Game is not giving me much. So trying to work with it though. I think one thing to do, I'm gonna let you guys know my fail-safe strat. It is not really a smart strat at all, but if I'm ever doing really bad in the game, my go-to strat is to go to Code of Laws and build a crap ton of cities. Now you might be wondering why would I want to do such a thing? That kills my culture. Yeah, it does kill my culture, but at the same time, if you're losing a tech or gold or whatever, you come back. But you also spread yourself thin, so if you're playing in a warlike game, you run the chance of being killed by a warlike player. So it's not really, that's why it's like a last go-to strat. If you're like really losing and you know that the game is not going your way, it's the last thing you want to do. So what I'm trying to do now is just, you know, take the spy and explore ahead a little bit and try to name something. And as for this temple, we went ahead and built the Great Pyramid, so now we have access to all religions, which is very great. And I think the one thing we want to do, let's go and change off. See how it says anarchy right there? Well, we're not affected by the anarchy, so our turns are still going, our population is still going up, our Stonehenge is still going up, so we're good. So for now, I'm about to see what we're about to try to go for. We have access to all the whole government selections or whatever, you know? So I think I said religion earlier, so meant governments, I think. But anyway, monarchy, republic, fundamentalism, a democracy, and a communism. So if you guys don't know what these all are, there is a Wikipedia. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. But for now, I'm gonna probably give a brief description because I don't want culture. That's culture. This is for if I want to build more cities. I don't want more cities right now. I don't want to attack. And I don't want more double science. So for now, since I'm not going for culture, and I probably won't go for culture with Gandhi, not for a long time, I'm gonna go ahead and get communism. A lot of people don't use this, I don't think, but communism is awesome because let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I can show you. Okay. Well, I'll just go for it and try to explain it. So, as you can see over here at my city, I'm only on one production spot, right? Well, if I look in here, it is 3. It increases by 50%. I guess I would say that's supposed to be, let's see, 50% of a whole would be half. So I don't know why I was thinking it was double. I don't know why I keep thinking it's double, but yeah, 50% of a whole is half. So it would increase it only by 1, but imagine if you had a lot of production, this would be better because you see I got 6 off of only 4. And if I put it here, I don't think it does much from there. I don't know. But it still does pretty good. And it gives me more production. I can get my stuff produced faster. And then whenever I want to switch off the science, I can go ahead and switch really fast with no problem. So that's the benefit of Gandhi. You have to take advantage of that. If you don't, then you shouldn't even play with Gandhi, if you ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to name a river. We'll try down there next turn. That's what I'm trying to do. So over here, I'll take a turn. We'll keep going. Like I said, keep control and maintain. That's the best way to play on deity. Control and maintain. So, oh, they named the plane, so probably the river can't be named. This is so close. That sucks. Oh wow, we found a go place. So lucky. But anyways, now that we got our population up, we're not gonna stress population too much. We're gonna go ahead and get let's go ahead and try to get alphabet 5. As for production, for the moment, we don't need it. Honestly, I shouldn't have did this. I should have went for democracy from the beginning because I forgot I would go for science first. And then I'll switch off after I get enough science. So let's go ahead and go back to democracy. We don't lose any turns. It's really good that we don't lose any turns. We'll have peace with them because we don't want to fight them. Get our spies to safety. And you know, let's go ahead and try to establish a good start. That's what we want to do here. Well, for now, of course, the same place. Get 200 gold. And name something. It doesn't matter. You just try to name stuff time to time. So we got our 220 gold. Stonehenge is going to take forever now because that's what off production. But we're saving up all that production basically for a library. That's the reason why I'm saving it up. So the library takes like a few seconds to build. Now that we have a settler though, we're going for science. And the best way to do that would be to settle a city not here because it would conflict with my main city. So I'm gonna try to go over here where I can get the game and have already have game over here, and I can have game over there, which is really good. After a while, it starts to add up. You see, like, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Like, you want to be able to, like, I guess, make all your, I guess the best way of saying it is to make all your cities very effective, whatever they're doing. And make the correct cities in the correct order, I should say. The reason being is just, it's because I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out things to tell you guys. I don't know, like, it's just good to have an effective city in an effective way, because if you make a city in the wrong order and it's not effective as well, then you're just gonna screw yourself over in the long run. Like, you don't want to try to make a gold city right off the bat. That's not your first city you should try to make, in my opinion. You should never try to make that first, just because a gold city is good, nothing wrong with it. But on the other hand, you need science in the beginning to really get effective gold, So The gold city should always be second. So we're gonna try to settle a new city here. He's not gonna really mess with us too much. He's trying to steal our excuse me. He's trying to steal our spy. But we're not gonna let that happen. We're saving up our gold just in case we need it. We don't need it right here. Actually, a courthouse would be very good to build in that city because this city will be a great gold or science city. Just because if you look at it, I have 3 monarchy spots here. So get a courthouse. I need, I believe, democracy. Also want to get. Let me go back and see what I want here. Really. I need to see. You got to plan what you want to go for before doing it. So I do want to get the monarchy. So if I do build a courthouse, I should be able to get this one. I think. Let's see. The way it works, I may not be able to get this one. I think I will. Not sure. I think it only adds on 1 row. But I know I can get these 2, so that would be great. If I can't get that one, that's fine. This city can get that as well. That's the whole point of this city, but it would be great to have it all in one city and switch this one off the sudden. So we'll find out. But for now, I needed a population city. I just figured out where I can make a population city at. Because you always want one of those. Like this would. Oh, this would be a great population city place. I didn't think about that. Instead of science, I'm gonna switch off and make a population city. That would be a little bit better. And see if I can grab that science from the other cities. That would be more effective in my opinion. So here's what I mean by a population city. Let me try to get everything around here and stuff real quick. Okay, we'll just do this and jump across. So I could settle this here, have the game and all that, but instead, you see how this place has, it would have 3 granary spots, including this one, so that's 4 granary spots. If I build a granary at this spot, then this city will be making a crap ton of population. And what I mean by population cities is I will make settlers constantly out the city. So every time I make a settler, if I'm making enough population, my city will never go down. It would always stay at, like, let's say it's level 4. It will always stay at level 4 every time I make a settler. That's the whole point of a good population city. So we're gonna aim for total laws first. I usually like going for irrigation, but just for now, we're gonna aim for total laws. We're not gonna put anything on science just in case we don't get it first. We'll just count this up to 6 turns. So we've already done 1 turn, and we'll have 5 turns. Because if we don't get it first, then we can just buy it from somebody probably and use that saved up stuff. So that's a little strategy you can do. It's a little hard to manage all that in your head, but if you want to, you can, by all means. So let's go ahead and make this population city. Forgot what you need to make granaries. I think it's pottery, so just for now, the city just I'll make an archer from this city. Because, you know, the city's not really needed right now. We're gonna do terrible with tech for now. So keep that in mind, our tech isn't gonna be good. 2 turns, like I said, just monitor. If you're trying to do monitoring, like a monitor strat to be able to keep up how much you're getting for overflow, try your best to not forget. I usually sometimes forget, so I don't usually do it too often, but you know, try your best not to forget. I'm very forgetful, so try to build some. We're gonna save this gold because we're gonna need like 15 gold, and if we actually, before they get some tech, see if we can sell them something. We'll wait this out. Makes 3 turns, 3 more turns to go. And as for this warrior, it seems like we're about at the end of discovering people, so we're about to come back. And this boat still has a few places to go though, so we'll just try to keep naming stuff as we step off the islands. Go off the boat, I mean. This place is still going to keep building archers. Because we need some defense. This place over here. Did we get? Oh, we already got it. I didn't build this library yet. Okay, that was my fault. We go ahead and do that for now. Well, I'm killing my science. No, I don't want to kill my science because that's not what I want to do here. So I'll use some of the gold, which I shouldn't have done just yet. I should have got the market, but oh well, we'll get a market later. Back to a. Let's just keep it on a Colossus because that'll never be. And there we go. 3 turns, so it should be now. So instead of waiting anymore, we should get it first. Yes, we will. It looks like it should be on this turn. Get rid of these. It actually keeps them blocked in for now. So like you see how I'm trying to keep control of the game as while I'm playing the game. That's the whole important strat here. Keep control of the game while playing the game. And as for tech, sorry about that. My voice just shot up out of nowhere. I'm probably gonna need water or something. But as for tech, like I said, by 080, try to be pushing 50. If you're not, then you know your game is going pretty slow. So keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. So, make sure I don't lose my train of thoughts. We're about to get riding next turn. I was one turn off, but it's still close enough. We got democracy, so it's helping us pump up for a bit. We're not going to make any new cities just yet until we get a granary. And that city is gold. I'm trying to just basically, you know, make sure everything's working out here. Because we're not doing a good start. We're missing a Civ 2 as well on the map, which is not good. But, well, it doesn't. I guess I can't say it's not a good start. It doesn't look like a good start, but to me, this is a great start. Honestly, I want code of laws. No. What are you thinking? Like he's trying to rip us off. Alright. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So for now, we're still trying to use our science to our advantage. To an advantage, I mean not our advantage, but pottery should be already researched. Literacy, monarch. Monarch gives us dye. So yeah, we want monarchy. How long is it gonna take us to get monarchy? 9 turns. I'm not gonna remember that, but I'm just gonna keep, you know, I'm gonna keep pressing the anyway, just for the safe fact that I might not want it. Now, seems that there's a lot of artifacts around here, but just not in the area that we're in. We gotta try to find them. But for the time being, I do want to get pottery. I think, is it pottery that gives you granaries? I don't know. We don't have anything for us to buy. They're kind of a broke civ. Let's try, I'm trying not to help the Japanese because the Japanese are doing wonderful. And I don't want to, 60 gold. We'll just buy it. Just to have it, you know, I'm just gonna buy stuff just to have it. And then we can sell them this. I bought it for 65, 35, and then 35 again. There's no more. I'm not gonna give them riding just because I might want to spy them in the future, you know. So then again, I get market, but I don't really need market per se. I didn't get the tech I wanted, so we have to go over here to them. They probably have pottery. Yes, they do for 45 gold. And we're not going to buy that. We're going to see if we can get our money back. 30 gold. Got a little bit of it back. And that's all we'll give them because we don't want to make them too strong. And now that we have pottery, we should be able to build a granary here. Yes, we can. So what I'll do is try to reduce the instant build price. And let's see. Let's go ahead and turn for now. Not much going on. Now we got knowledge of religion. I did say I would look at this with you guys. Because I honestly don't pay much attention to religion on this. Like, you know, like what it does. I don't think I've ever used it. So make sure we get our spot too as well. Say that one out loud just so I don't forget. They would be ready to take that guy. Anyway, so let's look at religion. I feel like I just walked right past it. Let's see, what am I looking for? Religion is technology, I believe. Are you gonna go faster? Probably not. Since take the time scrolling. There it is. Wait, no, there it is. Alright, while religion is a valuable way to boost culture production as it allows construction of cathedrals, No good warrior state could ever survive without religion. It allows fundamentalism to be adopted as a government, which approves the attack of all ground units, though at the cost of shutting down libraries and universities. If you are the first to research religion, all your cities will receive a bonus of culture production. Okay, so I don't know if you get that first received bonus. I don't know that, but it gives you an oracle. Well, no, actually it's the oracle. It gives you the ability to go to fundamentalism, but I don't really want that. So I can. Oh, it allows cathedral. So if I was going for religion, that would be perfect. So it is useful if you want to go for culture, but not going for culture. 84. Let's go ahead and build that now. Get a trading post. We're not really going to build the trading post, but I mean, good to have it there. So now, what I'm talking about with the whole, this is a good production city, as you can tell. I'm about to pump out a lot of, I mean, not production, but population. I'm about to pump out a lot of population. A lot of that. So, and I need dot here. It seems like the dot is increasing, but I still need monarchy, I believe, to increase that some more. And not sure what I should look for next just yet. More cities would be nice, so we'll eventually switch over from science to the other one in a bit. So I've used one turn, or saved one turn, so I'll go for irrigation. It looks like we go for irrigation for that population boost. We'll get it in about 3 turns, and plus my city's about to go up in population in 1 turn, so that's good. I think, so yeah, 2 turns, so we should get a double boost here to make this city level 4. This one, there's no way it's going to make it in time, so I ain't sweating it. Level 4 city, level 3 city. Alright, so we're in our turn. Turns going by pretty slow now. We might have to pick up the pace, doing something new. But for now, everything is just going to be a little pace. And yep, this will be in 1 turn. That will be in 2 turns. It works perfectly. This one will not be able to get a double boost, but still fine. Is that the Aztecs? Okay, so we're gonna want to talk to them so they can't beat us exactly. Like I said, if you don't talk to everybody, the hidden computer will stay with you while attacking. It's so annoying. It really is annoying. So we got them now. Good for that. We're gonna step on the hill, but oh well. So now, here's what I mean by a double boost. The city's level 4, well level 3 I mean, and it's gonna give us another population thing, so we're gonna back off population just for a bit, because we don't need it. It's an instant deal for us. I guess you could say. And we increase the population. Now, the best bet would be to go for. Honestly, we're not really in a rush to go for anything else. We got all the stuff we need. So I'm gonna put it on monarchy. I'm gonna switch off from that to. That's why I say you gotta take advantage of your governments. I'm gonna switch off this to. Well, I won't let me do it now, but I'll do it next turn, I guess. There's none over there. Bring him back over, try to find another artifact, of course. But we're gonna go over to get some more population. But now, go to, well, I mean, settlers, but we're gonna work on our population for now. So we're gonna go over to, I think it's Republic, yes. Republic allows you to build settlers just for 1 instead of 2 of your population. If you didn't know that, you know, quick tip. You want to build for less of your population, and what I mean by population city level is the big number on the right hand side that says 4. That would become 2 if I was to build a settler right now, I mean before getting this government, but since I have the government, it would become 3. But with my whole strat, it should stay the same. So I'm going to go ahead and try to build a settler. I have no production, so let's put it on some production for a bit, 2 turns. That should work. Let's see how this works out. I'm gonna need a production city because I have no defense right now. Oh, if he's gonna leave that there, I am taking that beautiful thing. So this is what I mean, you're controlling the game. Oh, that's an ultimatum. Ultimania. I don't even know ultimata. I don't even know if I'm saying the word right, but shucks. I think in the long run the settlers are gonna be more worth taking. But I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do with them in this current situation. Ah man, because he's gonna move over there. 1, 2, 3, he's gonna be in there, and this guy's gonna settle. I'm gonna take the settlers. The settlers, I gotta stop the Romans. Romans, they expand too much. So we're gonna wait here. Move a spot. Now let's see if we can get them peace. Oh, not there. Oh no, almost ended my turn. That would have sucked. But anyway, we're gonna try to give them peace after we show their stuff. Take some control. Okay, perfect. And we have 10 turns apiece, so that's a little trick you can do. Now that he gave me 10 turns apiece, he cannot attack my settlers. No matter what, he cannot attack my settlers. So I have 10 turns of being able to walk around the Romans. Just nice, fine, dandy. Honestly, I could just settle him over here. I could have settled him right here. Take his production spots. He won't have as much culture for sure. He'll have less culture, I believe. I think. Well, no, I'm not gonna have culture either. But we'll test this. We'll put this to the test. We're gonna make a city right here, so we can have a little in between place. I guess you could say. Yeah. This might be a little danger move, but we're gonna try it. For the whole time being, we're gonna have to try to take that spot, but oh well for now. Really, a barracks is gonna want to be built here. Doesn't need to be built now, but it does need to be built soon. And for this, I'll just try to make it a little slower on my growth. I'm gonna probably keep it at level 4 then when I make my city. It's gonna stay at level 4 down here, and they're gonna stay behind us because we don't want them coming out. So, I think they have a great person or something we could take. No. Well, they do. Okay, this works out perfectly. They have a great scientist. We're gonna steal that, definitely. Now, if you're wondering why I moved my gold over to that one spot and it's less, you know, the reason I did that was just because they can't attack us. So no matter what, they can't, you know, go on our spot. So we can go over here and sneak in, kidnap the great person. They can't do a thing about it. So you gotta be very, like I said, controlling when you play the game. If you control the game, it becomes easy once you can start controlling the game. This is like, it's like nothing when you start controlling the game. That's a little thing to know. Yeah, that's why I went ahead and stopped them right there, because I knew they were trying to, you know, kind of spread out a bit. And I need some roads, you know, connected here. This population city is looking beautiful, I hope you guys know. I might instead try to get it, let's see. Great population city would be, you know, where this is all filled up and it never goes down from there, so I'm still thinking about it. Great scientists would be great in our main city, but the only way we can get them there is getting through the lands, and that ain't happening. So let's see, let's just end our turn to see what happens. We're not going to do anything with him just yet. It seems that we may be blocked in. As for this, we want to have our city try to increase faster than our production. So I want to try to keep this at a level 5. I want to have a level 5 population, meaning all 4 spots, all my 4 food spots will always remain the same, and I will make a warrior off of the extra building slots. There we go. Let's the slide. As for this, I'm just trying to, move around, and they have something we can steal too from them down there, but they're pretty far. Looks like it's working out pretty well. It seems though we need to go ahead and build a barrack somewhere. It should be here. Start building some archers. We don't build no archers, it ain't gonna work out. Cause I'm gonna get a warrior in like a few turns, so we need some archers built. And the other city's isolated, so we need to hurry up. And luckily they're sending us caravans. I like that. We got a great person. Settle him. But I don't think it's gonna be, no, would have been, because I don't think that's gonna be a production city. Just for the time being, When you get great people, you don't always have to settle them right away. Remember that. Like, remember you can settle them where they're best. I guess where they would best be suited. So here's what I mean. Here's what I mean about a population city. You guys can now see it. In 2 turns, I'm going to go up in population. In 1 turn, I'm going to create a settlement. So it's going to go down to 4, and the turn right after is going to bring it back up to 5. And I'm going to keep the process going so that this city always stays at level 5, and it produces the same amount of settlers at the same speed, and I have a constant growth of settlers. So I can keep building up my cities, and that's my little trick for making a lot of cities. Because right now, like I said, you see we're at 0 AD or 50 AD, and I'm not doing so well. I'm not doing as well as I would like. So, I think I'm a level. Brightness. And I'm level 5, and it's going to go up in 5 turns again. So I'm going to keep it looking nice. So what we want to do now is settle a city probably right about here. And keep exploring and try to find something. Because if we go up, I don't think we have explored that area. I don't know if we explored over here. Yes, we have. I keep going over to the left. We'll just end over there. So I'm trying to figure out where the other artifacts may be. Probably up at the top. I would have to make another boat and go to the top area. Go to the right, maybe. I could do that.